What if just 5 minutes tomorrow morning could decide whether you'll still walk on your own at 90 or be unable to get up without help at 70? I know that sounds dramatic, but one quiet morning it nearly became true for me. I got up like usual, and the next thing I remember, I was on the cold bathroom floor. I didn't pass out. I didn't break a bone. But I broke something worse, my sense of independence. And lying there, staring up at the ceiling, I asked myself, is this what aging looks like? Is this how it begins? Turns out, it doesn't begin with illness. It begins with the little things we ignore, especially how we start each day. And that's why, in this video, I'm going to show you a 5-minute morning ritual that gave me back my balance, my energy, and frankly, my dignity. No pills, no fancy routines, just 5 quiet minutes. That might change the way you age, for good. And if even one part of this story speaks to you, stick around till the end, because I've saved the most surprising truth for last. And if you find it helpful, don't forget to tap that little like or subscribe button. It helps this message reach someone else who might need it even more than you. 1. Wake up and rewind time. Why the first 5 minutes matter more than you think. They say aging sneaks up on you, but sometimes it feels more like it pounces. One moment you're tying your shoes, the next you're wondering why your knees won't stop hurting. For me, it didn't come with a diagnosis or a hospital visit. It came one random Tuesday morning when I stood up from bed too fast and nearly lost my balance. I didn't fall that day, but I sat back down, shaken. And that was enough to make me pay attention. You see, what most people don't realize is that the first 5 minutes after you wake up may be the most vulnerable minutes of your entire day, especially after 65. Your blood pressure shifts, your joints are stiff, your brain is still catching up, and yet we treat it like just another part of the morning routine, something to rush through on autopilot. That small window of time, it quietly determines whether you walk confidently at 85 or struggle to rise at 70. That realization hit me like a freight train, not because of pain, but because of what it meant. I had more control than I thought. I couldn't stop aging, but maybe I could guide how I aged. That shift in mindset is when I started what I now call my morning reset. A quiet 5-minute commitment to my future. No pills, no pressure, just a ritual of intention. And trust me, it wasn't about doing yoga or meditating for an hour. It began with sitting at the edge of my bed, breathing slowly, letting my body arrive. I started greeting each morning like a conversation, not a command. My wife, bless her heart, noticed it first. She said, "You're less rushed these days. You smile more in the morning." And I realized those small 5 minutes weren't just helping my balance. They were balancing me. So if you're watching this and wondering, is it too late for me? Let me tell you, it's not. It's never too late to reclaim the rhythm of your life. All it takes is one moment of pause, one decision to wake up with care, not just caffeine. Let me ask you something. How do you start your day? Is it calm and intentional or hurried and automatic? I'd love for you to tell me in the comments. We read every single one here on Healthy Wisdom because your story matters, and someone out there might need to hear it today. Now let me show you the very first thing I do, the moment I open my eyes. It's simple, it's powerful, and it might just change how you age, starting tomorrow. 2. Drink first, breathe later. the lemon water ritual that saves lives. The first thing I used to reach for in the morning? Coffee, strong, hot, and full of hope. I thought it woke me up. I thought it got my heart going. And in a way, it did. But not in the way my heart needed. It was my cardiologist, Dr. Ellis, who finally told me the truth after a routine checkup. He looked at me and said, "You know what worries me most? Not what you eat, not even how much you exercise. It's how you start your day." He explained that after a full night's sleep, your body wakes up in a state of quiet dehydration. You may not feel it, but inside your blood is thicker, your vessels tighter, and your heart has to work harder just to get things flowing. That's why strokes and heart attacks peak in the early morning hours, especially in folks over 65. And yet, we go straight for caffeine, something that dehydrates us even more and narrows our arteries. It's like trying to water a dying plant with vinegar. That conversation changed my morning ritual forever. The next day, I skipped the coffee and did what Dr. Ellis suggested. I poured myself a glass of warm water, about 16 ounces, and squeezed in a quarter of a fresh lemon. No sugar, no fancy supplement, just water and lemon. I'll admit, it felt strange at first, but within a few days I noticed something. I wasn't as sluggish. My morning headaches disappeared, and even my digestion felt smoother. That warm lemon water had done more than hydrate me. It had gently woken up my entire system. Turns out, lemon is packed with natural potassium and vitamin C. It helps relax your blood vessels, support liver function, and stimulate collagen for joints and skin. And the warm temperature? It encourages circulation without shocking your system like cold water does. Now, I still enjoy my coffee, but not before I hydrate. Water first, then breath, then breakfast. That's my rhythm now. And honestly, I think that small shift added years to my heart. If you're someone who usually reaches for coffee before anything else, try this simple change tomorrow. See how you feel. Then come back and let me know in the comments. Your story could help someone else start their morning a little wiser. And when you're ready, I'll show you the second step in my 5-minute morning ritual. It's what I call the circulation reset. And it's the reason I haven't felt dizzy getting out of bed in over a year. 3. Move before the world wakes. The 2-minute mobility reset. Have you ever stood up in the morning and felt like your legs had forgotten who they belonged to? That strange wobble. The moment of hesitation when your balance feels off, your knees feel locked, and your mind quietly whispers, "Be careful." I've been there more times than I'd like to admit. There were mornings when I'd grip the nightstand just to steady myself, wondering if this was just getting older or something worse. And truthfully, I used to brush it off. Until one morning, a close friend of mine, Tom, slipped on his way to the bathroom and fractured his hip. He was 73, strong, independent, until that day. One bad fall changed everything. That's when I realized waiting until your body feels ready to move is too late. You have to prepare it before the world around you even begins. So now, before I even leave the bedroom, I do a simple 2-minute mobility reset. No yoga mats, no equipment, just intention and breath. I start by sitting on the edge of the bed. I rotate each ankle 10 times each way, just to remind my feet they're still part of the plan. Then, my knees. Small circles, slow and gentle, to get the fluid moving. I stand up, holding the bed frame, and lean side to side, stretch my spine with care, and twist gently to each side. And finally, I roll my shoulders back, breathing deep like I'm waking up not just my muscles, but my presence. Why does this matter? Because during sleep, the lubricating fluid in our joints thickens. Without warm-up, each step becomes a strain, each twist a risk. But just 2 minutes of mindful movement helps circulate that fluid, wakes up your stabilizing muscles, and, this is key, activates your balance reflexes before you put them to the test. Since starting this, I haven't had one episode of dizziness or instability. Not one. And that fear of falling? It doesn't haunt me the way it used to. My body no longer surprises me when I get up. It thanks me. If you've ever had a close call stepping out of bed, let me know in the comments. You're not alone. And if you've never done a morning mobility reset, I'd love for you to try mine tomorrow. I'll be right there with you in spirit, doing the same motions, waking up gently, moving with purpose. Coming up next, I'll show you something that shocked even me when I first learned about it. Why skipping protein in the morning might be the hidden reason you're losing strength faster than you think. 4. Protein before the sun rises. The secret to staying strong after 70. Do you ever look in the mirror and wonder, where did my strength go? It doesn't vanish overnight. It fades quietly every time you skip breakfast, every time you reach for toast instead of something that feeds your muscles. I learned that the hard way. There was a time I felt like I was doing everything right. I stayed active, took walks, ate healthy, but my legs still felt weaker. I noticed I couldn't carry the groceries like I used to. Climbing stairs left me winded. I figured it was just age catching up. Then my doctor said something that stopped me cold. It's not your age, it's what you're missing in the first 30 minutes of your day. He explained that after 65, our bodies shift into a state called catabolism in the early morning. If we don't give our muscles fuel right away, they start breaking down to supply energy. In short, if you don't eat protein early, your body starts eating itself. That hit me. So I changed one thing. I started eating 25 to 30 grams of protein within 30 minutes of waking up. Some mornings it's a whey shake, other days eggs or Greek yogurt. Simple, quick, and consistent. The result? I felt the difference in just weeks. My energy picked up. I stopped feeling so fragile. Even my balance improved. I didn't just feel stronger, I felt stable, like my body finally had something to stand on again. If you've been skipping breakfast or just having fruit or toast, I want you to try this. Add protein to your morning tomorrow, real, high-quality protein. Then come back and tell me how you feel after a week. Your experience might just inspire someone else on this journey with us, here at Healthy Wisdom. Up next, I'll show you the final step in this 5-minute ritual. And trust me, it's the one thing I wish I'd known 10 years ago, because it has nothing to do with your body and everything to do with keeping your mind alive. 5. Remember before you rise, a 60-second memory ritual to keep your mind young. What if I told you that the way you think about yesterday could shape the strength of your brain tomorrow? That was a question I never considered until I started forgetting small things. A neighbor's name, where I parked the car, why I walked into a room. They were just moments, but they made me pause. And for the first time, I felt afraid. Then I read about something called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It's like miracle grow for your neurons. And guess when your brain is best at creating it? Not during the day, not at night, but right after waking up. So I began a simple ritual. Before I even get out of bed, I sit still for just 1 minute. I close my eyes and recall everything I can about the day before. What I wore, what I ate, who I talked to, where I went. It sounds simple, even silly, but it's powerful. That 60 seconds rewires your brain for memory and clarity. It keeps your mind alert, your focus sharp, and over time, something magical happens. You start noticing more, feeling more connected, even feeling younger. So tomorrow morning, try it. Before you scroll your phone or even check the clock, just remember yesterday, every detail you can. And when you do, drop a comment and tell me how it felt. This community here on Healthy Wisdom is full of people rediscovering the strength inside them, one morning at a time. Now we've hydrated, we've moved, we've fueled our body, and we've awakened the mind. But there's one last piece of this puzzle, and it's the one nobody talks about. 6. Begin with gratitude. The 20-second pause that could save your life. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly felt grateful just to be alive? Not for the big things, but for the quiet moments. The birds outside your window, the way the sunlight warms your face. The simple fact that you woke up this morning and your heart is still beating. I used to rush through my mornings like they didn't matter. I'd check the news, make coffee, worry about things that never really happened. But the truth is, how you begin your day often decides how the rest of it goes. And for us, past 65, every day is a gift. We know that better than most. So here's what I started doing. After all the other steps, water, movement, protein, memory, I take just 20 seconds. I put my hand over my chest. I close my eyes, and I say, sometimes out loud, thank you for another breath, another chance, another day to try again. Sounds small, right? But science backs this up. Practicing gratitude daily can lower blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and even improve sleep. But more than that, it softens the heart. It reminds you that you're still here, still capable of joy. So before you jump into the noise of the world, give yourself those 20 seconds. Your body will thank you. Your mind will thank you. And maybe, just maybe, someone else in your life will feel that ripple of calm you carry with you. And if this series has touched something inside you, don't forget to like, subscribe, or share it with someone you love. Let's grow this healthy wisdom community together, one grateful heart at a time. One last thought before you go. If you've made it to the end of this video, I want to thank you, not just for watching, but for choosing to take care of yourself. That's no small thing, especially after 55, when so much of the world seems to turn its eyes elsewhere. The simple act of showing up for your own health becomes a quiet kind of courage. What I've learned through years of aging and adjusting is this: the smallest things we do in the morning can echo throughout the rest of our lives. A glass of lemon water, a stretch before standing, a bite of protein, a quiet moment of memory, a whisper of gratitude. These aren't just habits, they're acts of respect for our bodies, our minds, and the years we've been given. You don't need to do them perfectly. You don't even need to do them all at once. But when you wake up tomorrow morning, I hope you'll remember that your first 5 minutes are sacred. They are a chance to begin again. To tell your body and spirit, I'm still here, I still matter. Because you do. Every wrinkle, every ache, every laugh line on your face is a chapter of a story worth preserving and honoring. So here's my invitation to you. Choose just one of the rituals we shared today and make it your own. Try it for a week. Write it down. Reflect on how it makes you feel. Let it become part of your morning rhythm. Because a rhythm, even a gentle one, can steady us when life feels uncertain. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one small thing you do each morning that helps you feel grounded, alive, or at peace? Please share in the comments. You might inspire someone else more than you know. And if this video touched your heart or helped you in any way, consider subscribing to our channel, Healthy Wisdom. We're building a community of thoughtful, aging souls who still have much to give and much to live for. And if you feel called to support our work with a small donation, it would mean the world to us. Until next time, take care of yourself the way you would take care of someone you love deeply, because you deserve that kind of care.